Hey everybody, Coach Ann Claire here, and I just got asked, I got messaged by somebody who I don't have a very, I don't know them very well, but they've been following me and I've had a few little conversations with them and they reached out to me and asked me, they let me know, like, you inspire me, which are phenomenal messages to get, by the way, guys, because it keeps me doing what I do. And not that I need the affirmation, but it definitely helps. And so the question that she asked was, how do you find your motivation? Like, how do you get like, how do you keep going? Like, how do you do it? And first of all, I don't want you to think that it's this perfect path all the time. So number one thing, if you're viewing me and all that kind of stuff, you have to remember it's just parts and bits. And every time I mess up, I always, make sure to make it known and always kind of talk through what I learned about myself and all that kind of stuff. But just know, like, it's a bumpy freaking road. Like, it's really hard. It's not easy, especially because I love food. Guys, I love food. I love food. Pizza is one of my favorite foods, and so is ice cream. So you can only imagine how hard it is for me a lot of the times. So first of all, just know that it's not going to be perfect. If you attempt something and you are totally okay with it not being perfect, you're going to be so much more celebratory of yourself and your successes. You're going to enjoy the process a million times more. Believe me, I'm a recovering perfectionist. And as soon as I got over the need to be absolutely perfect, I did so much better in my journey, with my business, and everything that in my life, even conversations with friends. I stopped trying to be perfect. So that might be something that you want to kind of go over. So number one, the way to keep going, the way to find motivation is just know that it doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect with your eating in order for you to lose weight. It's not true. It's not true. You want to be as close to perfect as possible for about 3 weeks when you first start off, just to kind of get the icky stuff out of your body. But then after that, after you've created a better system and a cleaner system to work, your body will then be able to handle that one treat or that, those two little treats during the day, one day a week. Your body becomes more adept to it. So first of all, learning. I'm a big believer that competence grows confidence. So you got to learn about the body, understand more about the body. And that's kind of a big motivation for me is I'm a test subject. So I'm not always doing the same thing all the time. I'm never on the same schedule. I'm never doing the same eating plan. I'm never really doing the same workout program. I'm always switching it up. And I love to test stuff out of myself so I can help other people. But I know that everybody's different. So if you get really geeked out about figuring out what really works for your body, rather than, thinking that you're going to invest in something, it's going to be the be all end all type of thing, which some of them are. That's why I partnered with Beachbody. I drink Shakeology, and I do the programs. They spend all the time. They spend so much time and money developing these fitness programs and Shakeology and all that stuff. I don't need to worry about that. But it's really cool because I can figure out how it works with my body. How, I like certain programs and I don't like other programs. Certain programs work better for me and based on my goals. And another thing that really is very motivating for me is that I'm getting the results that I want because I'm aligning myself correctly with what I'm doing. So there's a cycle thing that goes on, and I was going to bring this up. Okay, so me and Jordan have talked about this cycle. This is my little scrap paper. So pretty much you eat bad one day, right? And then you have no energy to work out. You feel like poopy. You don't feel good because your body's not fueled with anything, right? So you're fueled with crappy fuel. And so you're tired, you don't really want to do anything. No wonder you're not motivated. When you eat really poorly or you eat, guys, boxed food, that stuff that says it's low cal, all that kind of stuff, look at the chemicals. There's chemicals in there, and chemicals are not designed for the body. And that's why it's getting even harder in America, because even fruits and vegetables here kind of like have chemicals spread on them. So eating organic is super key, but you don't have to worry about that for a really long time. Like once you get really, 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 really far into eating really, really well all the time, and you have been for a few years, going organic is going to be the next step. But you don't need to do all of that immediately. It's not an all doesn't need to be an all-in thing right away. Some people don't work that way, and it's okay. And if you are an all-in type of person and you are stopping yourself from just going and doing it and starting because you can't get all in, that's going to be the thing that holds you back your entire life. That it's just a mindset. It's a mindset switch. It's a tiny little trigger. And this is the psychology part of Silly Head Fitness. By the way, I've gotten questions as to like why it's called Silly Head Fitness. Silly, because I had childlike faith. Be silly, be happy, be joyful and vibrant and all that kind of stuff. Head, psychology, and then fitness. That's the last part. So a lot of people just think it's all about fitness, going to the gym, sweating. It's really not. There's a lot of stuff up here because it doesn't matter if you have a gym membership. It doesn't matter if you have a fitness program. It doesn't matter if you have all the right food in your refrigerator. If you are not motivated enough to go and do that and to use the food that's in your refrigerator, not go out to eat, to exercise in the morning when you're scheduled to exercise, and give yourself that time of personal development or a little bit of time of learning about the body, or just taking some time to reflect on how your day was based off of what you ate, what you drank, all that kind of stuff. So you eat really bad, you have no energy, so you feel poopy, and then it makes you have no results. So even if you do get your workout in, if you ate bad the day before, you get your workout in today, it does help, absolutely, but do you think that workout was as effective rather than if you ate healthy the day before and you were very well fueled? See the difference? That's where a difference like plateau breaker could be. You know, whenever some people have their cheat meals late at night and it's just not good for the body when it wants to recover. So there's all these like, oh, you know so much. When I talk to people, I don't know, every time I go somewhere, we always end up talking about fitness. And it's okay. It's totally cool. But people just start asking me all these questions and they're like, wow, you know so much. It's just been little bits over 3 years now. I've been helping people and stuff like that. And so when you start to get no results, you hit a plateau, you start to get frustrated, right? You start to get super frustrated and you're just kind of like, what's the point? And then you go and you eat bad again and then the cycle continues. So it's, you eat bad, you don't work out very well or whatever, and then you don't get results and you get kind of like upset or whatever. And then you go back and you just eat bad because you're like, what's the point? But knowing that the opposite is also true. You eat right, you feel really fueled, you feel really energized, you have a killer workout, you get results, and you stay super pumped to keep going. That is a really cool cycle to be in. But you have to believe that the system's going to work. So let's now, normally a lot of people would just talk about motivation right from the beginning. I kind of wanted to say that for last and go over all those things first. I think it's extremely important to kind of lay a foundation and a base work and all that kind of stuff, and then kind of go into what motivation really is. So first of all, motivation, the root word of motivation is motive. And motive actually means reason for doing something. That's it. So you need to find a reason as to why you're doing it. And society tells us, oh, be skinny. Like society, oh my gosh, guys, I'm a marketer. I know. I'm really happy that I've been exposed to the back end of society. And I know the marketing side. I know what triggers people. I know the trends that people's brains are on, the patterns that their brains are on. And I know what to do to get you to buy something. But I don't want to do that to you. I just want to be real, be honest, be raw with you guys, and I'll wait. It's okay. But the things that society is telling you are not your true motivations. Every single person that's watching this video or whatever, every single person, your neighbor, your mom, your brother, they all have different motivations, and they're in a different stage of the cycle of change when it comes to losing weight. We'll just take that as a specific behavioral change. You might have a brother that just doesn't care. Your mom might be super health freak and she just does it all the time. And you're like, how do you just do it all the time? And that's kind of like the thing that I get is like, how do you just do it all the time? Well, a really big motivator for me are events. And this is the thing. I'm not saying that this is true for you. I'm saying think about yourself, think about you and your personality and what would get you really geeked out. And something that I've done really well is I've gone back into my past and I figured out, okay, what was I really great at? What did I really, really enjoy? And I enjoyed playing sports. I played softball. I played baseball and softball. Baseball for 7, softball for 3. And I played volleyball. And then I also was I was killer at school. Like, I wasn't very good at tests, but I knew what I needed to do to get it done, to get an A in the class. I did whatever it took to get an A. I was one of those kids that I would go to every single teacher office hours. Office hours, is that what it's called? Yeah. I would go to all the office hours and I would study. So I was like, how can I leverage that type of, thing to my fitness so that I can enjoy it? Because obviously I enjoyed getting A's. I enjoyed, the competitiveness. I enjoyed winning. So I'm like, okay, what can I do to make myself win in this so that I could feel that feeling? Because in all reality, you don't want to lose weight. I'm sorry. I know it's hard. It's like, yes, I do. I want to lose weight. What are you talking about, Leanne? You don't want to lose weight. You want whatever feeling you believe you're going to get when you do lose weight. What? What'd you just say? Is this thing on? Yes, you want to feel a specific way when you go and you try on clothes. You want to feel a specific way when you go to the grocery store. You want to feel a specific way when you wake up in the morning. You want to feel a specific way when you go to work out or want to work out. You want to feel a specific way when you go and run around with your kids. You want to feel a specific way when you get up from a chair. Some people, they've gotten so, it's so bad to the point in their life where they're like, wow, I have a real problem. Like, I have trouble going up the stairs. I have trouble getting up from a chair. That's taxing on your day and on your emotions and on who you are. You can't even focus on, bettering yourself because you can't do simple things. And I know how that feels. I know how it feels because I grew up an athlete. So I was always physically capable of doing things. And then there was a period in time in my life, which is why I'm here now, where it just went, no. And I wasn't active anymore. I just ate whatever I wanted. And I got winded walking up 4 stairs. And it was detrimental to my mental, because I'm so used to being this energetic person full of energy, and I just wasn't. And it was very, very detrimental to me. So you need to think about how you want to feel. How you want to feel. And then every time you don't feel that way is a trigger. Like for me, every time I don't feel that way, every time it just happened. It just happened. This is perfect. Me and Jordan had been eating pretty poorly for about a week. This has been pretty long compared to usually when my spurts are usually the weekend or a day or a few hours. It's never, well, I can't say it's never, but it's been pretty long, like a week. And I'll do good during the day, but then I'll have a really bad meal at night. And it was at night, really late at night. So I was waking up feeling gross every day. And I was, feeling sad about a lot of stuff. And I was not very productive with my work or anything I was doing. I wasn't able to make really, really high quality videos for anybody. And then, so I realized that I was like, okay, I feel like garbage. I just want to feel excited again. I want to feel energetic again because I know what it feels like to be energetic, to be excited for life, right? I know what that feels like. And so I was like, I got to do it. I don't even care if I want this food at night. I don't care. My desire to feel amazing in the morning totally surpassed my desire for food at night. My desire, this desire up here that I wanted to create, that I wanted to be, overshadowed this desire, this temporary desire. Because this desire is going to last a lot. A lot more is going to come from this desire of waking up refreshed and feeling amazing versus eating something late at night. You see how many different effects those are going to have? So eating something late at night, the only benefit I get from that is that, it tastes good. But then over here, if I want, I'm going to wake up really, really vibrantly in the morning. Okay, that's the set for my entire day. I bet you, and I've journaled, so I know, um, that not only will I wake up feeling refreshed, I'm going to have an overall better day. I'm going to get closer to the Lord during the day. I'm going to get more done, more productivity. I'll be able to deliver an amazing video for somebody, an outstanding video. You know, I don't even have makeup on, but I don't care. I'm 100% here with you right now. I have clarity in my mind, and time is not going fast today. It's really cool. Time is, I'm loving every moment. And it's just because I ate healthy yesterday. That's all I had to do. That's all I had to do to live this vibrant day today. Was yesterday I had to take care of my body. I had to fuel my body. I had to know that this is a tool. And so, I can go on and on and on forever about my mindset and how I view my body and all that kind of stuff. But the real important thing is for you to discover what you want. For you to discover how you want to feel. For you to kind of go in there, go in your head. What do you believe about health and fitness right now? Here, I'll tell you right now, if you believe that it's hard, it's going to be hard. If you believe that it's hard, it's going to be hard. Because you're going to constantly tell yourself, and another thing I learned, not just about health and fitness, but I learned about my mind. I learned about how my body works. I learned about my mind. My mind is a big part of my body. My mind is the thing that makes everything else happen. So if my mind ain't right, guess what? Nothing else is going to be right. So get really geeked out about figuring out how your mind works, what your thoughts are towards stuff. Like if you have, I know there was this one example. If you believe that going to the gym consists of putting all your stuff together, packing all your stuff for the day, and you include every little tiny itty bitty detail that you have to do when it comes to going to the gym and working out, and then you think about what it's like when you get there, I have to find these machines and then these sweaty guys and and you just go on and on. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about because this runs through our heads like crazy, especially females. We have all these stories going on and running in our heads about how I can't do it. I can't. Cut it out. Anytime you're talking about yourself in your head or out loud, your brain is taking it into account. It's taking it into account. And it's keeping track. It's keeping track, y'all. Your brain's keeping track of the things and the thoughts, the things you say and the thoughts you have. So take them all captive. Stop saying things negative about yourself out loud. Stop saying negative things about something that you want to do out loud. It's going to make a huge difference. Huge difference. All right, guys. So I could go on forever. So comment below. Just kind of brainstorm some stuff about yourself, about, if you want some personal help with this, I have a coaching program. It's not free. I give so much free content away all the time. But I want people who are willing to invest. Because if you can't separate yourself with, $150 to totally transform your life, then obviously you do not want it bad enough. You don't want to feel certain ways bad enough. You get what I mean? I'd much rather work with somebody who already knows, yes, I want this. They might not be sure why they want it, but they know that they want it. I can go in there and I can dig all that stuff up and we can look at it together and we can figure it out and all that kind of stuff. But you need to want it. You need to want it. And that's why all this free stuff out there doesn't work. It's been proven in psychology over and over and over and over and over again. The majority of people, and it's not every single one, the majority of people, when given something free, will not take advantage of it. They'll not take advantage of it. They won't use it. They won't, make the most of it. And that's just it. That's just it. All right, guys. So, I guess, I don't know. This isn't rewarding you or anything, but something interesting about me to end the video. If you don't care, you can go on because I'm not talking about this anymore. And, but something interesting about Jordan and I is that we have this little communication, sound. I want to call it a sound. We have a communication sound where it is a sound of joy, is a sound of excitement. It's a kind of term of endearment. It's all of these things put in one, and you'll see me maybe do it in some of my videos just because I'm so used to doing it. And it's he, and spelled it's just he, like He, with it has to have an exclamation point if you're going to spell it, but it's hey. And we'll actually go to the store, and if I can't find him, I'll just do it really loud. It's one of those sounds that can just like protrude a lot, like really far distance, and then it helps me find him. So that's kind of an interesting little thing I have with Jordan. It's kind of funny and silly, but there's an explanation for why I might he in a video. All right, guys, I know this video is long, but I know you will get a lot out of it. So I love you guys, and I'll see you later.